Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot. Hey, give me my respect.
Drum roll. Well, today, guys, on Nonstop
Nonstop hip hop.
Today we're doing a little something different. You know, we keep getting copyrights on videos. So today, tell them what we're doing, Nick.
We are doing a Nonstop hip hop tribute to producers in the game.
All-time producers. Now, there's a lot of people. Well, we both made lists, and I came up with 31, and I'm sure there's some producers that I may have left off. And I know there may be some producers, some of y'all might say, oh, he don't deserve to be on the list. But some of like the newer producers, I feel like they're on the way to becoming all-time. And I just gotta shout them out, you know what I'm saying? Even if, you know, they don't deserve to be necessarily of all time, I feel like they're on the way. So we're gonna go through this list, all right? And it's in no order. No, you know, I'm not doing it best to least. This is just how I made the list, and this is how we're gonna start it, right?
Yep.
Let me see what I got on first. Like I said, this isn't
No particular order. This is just
what I came up with.
This is really just a list of our favorite producers and producers that we have loved for a long time, and even up and coming producers also.
And that's what I mean about, like, you know, newer producers. They may not be in the greatest Hall of Fame yet, but I feel like they're on their way. And I'm gonna start it off with DJ Premier. Shout out to DJ Premier. I mean, this guy goes back since the beginning of time. Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much did, I mean, I don't want to say every Gangstar, you know, album, but he pretty much did every Gangstar.
I think so, yeah, because I mean, he brought Guru into the game, you
Exactly.
know, rest in peace, Guru. And he's just like that producer who, as soon as you see his name attached to a track, you already know there's going to be that just raw 90s, you know, sound. And
Exactly.
it's such a unique sound too, because he uses the old school kit still. And when you hear a Premier beat, it just,
You know it's a Premier.
You
So yeah,
know
I
it's
actually
Premier.
run that back. Yeah, he had to produce every single Gangstar, everything, because
You can just hear it.
he wouldn't let anybody else touch it. And the list goes on, dude. Like Royce the 5'9", he did the Boom beat on Rock City.
And the cool thing is that he's still making beats today.
He
and,
just did the Run the Jewels, the one
He
we reacted.
just did the Run the Jewels beat that we did. He did the ASAP Ferg R Streets. Like he can collab with like so many different variety of artists too.
He's done Biggie, Life After Death. He did the 10 Crack Commandments. Come on,
Mhm.
come on. I mean, what's up? He did Illmatic, Memory Lane. Like, come on, bro. This guy's a legend.
It goes on and on.
Stillmatic, Second Childhood, freaking KRS-One. MCs act like MCs act like they don't know. Like, come on, bro. It goes on and on and on. You can't
have an all-time best producers list without naming him.
Bro,
You can't.
he did New York State of Mind off Illmatic. He did off the I Am album. He did Nas's Life. Like, bro, Reasonable Doubt. He did Devils. Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? Or
It's Devils or The Evils.
The Evils, yeah.
It's kind of
He
like
did Kick
play.
in the Door. Like, come on, bro.
And like we said, you can listen to those beats and hear his sound.
Dude, I
you
could
know
go
what I mean?
on and on for days. Well, what's the next one you got?
Yeah, so number 2 on the list is Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist, or you know, just Alchemist, whatever you want to call him. And he is, you know, another producer who does have a cool, distinctive sound, and it's more old school if you really think about it. Boom bappy style, but it's kind of like a boom bap mixed with like soul. You know, he's got a real gritty sound.
Exactly.
You know,
and he started out. I don't know if he started out, but he was really cool with like Prodigy and Havoc and Mobb Deep and all that.
Yeah, he's done a lot of beats for Mobb Deep. Like if you look at Mobb Deep's catalog and their discography, he actually has a lot of production on stuff like Infamy and like Murder Music and
That's what I'm looking at.
like he's got a lot. And the cool thing too is he also has a lot of his own albums. The Alchemist, like he has First Infantry, which is an awesome album. He's got The Game on there, The Locks. He's got Lloyd Banks. Like people respect him.
My favorite song is "Hold You Down" with Mobb Deep, and he actually is rapping on that song.
Yeah.
The Alchemist is actually rapping on that song, and it's actually not a bad verse. Like I actually like that verse.
Yeah.
But if you look through the Alchemist, the list, it's the same as DJ Premier. Like, he's done so much work, and he's still currently producing like Action Bronson. He does a lot of stuff for him, and Freddie Gibbs just put out a album or mixtape or something like that. Sorry, I gotta keep looking down at my phone. I'm just making sure we mention all these classic songs that they produced, because we gotta tell you why we think they're the best of all time. Shout out to Alchemist, shout out to DJ Premier. Salute y'all.
Both legends who've been doing this for decades.
We're gonna continue
like,
to do it.
at least.
The next one on the list, like I said, we ain't going in any order. This is just how I made the list. Is Dr. Dre. Salute to Dr.
Yes,
Dre, man.
yes.
The man, the myth, the legend. Dr. Dre, man, like, people like,
That's
I
like
don't think they understand the level that he is on. Like, how much song, like, first of all, he did Eminem's albums, 50 Cent's albums, all the way back to NWA, you know, way before they even came about.
Like,
people
just
forget
bottom
about
up.
him because he's a billionaire, Beats, he freaking, you know what I'm saying? People forgot about Dre, I'm just saying. Like, the list literally goes on and on. The real Slim Shady.
But hey,
Bad Intention.
where's Detox at? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Like, honestly, like, when the Compton album came out, I was kind of surprised because, like,
Yeah.
you had been waiting on Detox for so long, and then he dropped. And I actually like the Compton album. I feel like it didn't.
It was cool. It was
get
cool.
as much praise as it should have, but I liked a lot of songs on there. I liked the game.
Just because it was like a soundtrack for the
Just
movie.
Another Day. Exactly, but
You know?
it was still fire. Like, I think John Connor had a couple of good verses on there. That's when
I think Kendrick had a song on
Kendrick
there.
had a song, but
The Game.
What's
The Game and Rihanna had a song on there.
Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak.
I think Dre actually got Anderson .Paak, kind of brought him in.
That's what I mean.
to
He
the
was
game.
on the Compton album.
Yeah.
He was on a song with him and Eminem on the Compton album.
Kendrick as well. He brought in Kendrick, kind of didn't bring him in, but he really gave Kendrick a lot of attention with the
that
recipe.
Yeah,
You know, which that song is knocking. Like, I love that beat with that
Like I
sample.
said, salute to Dr. Dre. He's a legend. He'll always be a legend.
But put out Detox. We're waiting. We've been waiting 2 decades. So
I
come
don't
on.
think that's everything. The next one on the list is Timberland.
Timbo.
Shout out to Timberland. I mean,
He's another one like Dre, who's just, you know.
him and Dre are very similar.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the sounding beats, but just like the knock and like it's distinctive. It's kind of like a DJ Premier. Like, you can tell when you hear it who makes it. Like, you can always tell a Timberland beat. I feel like you can always tell a Dre beat. And the reason why I picked Timberland is because he's worked with so many artists, from The Game to Missy Elliott to newer artists like Joyner Lucas. Like, he's worked with so many, and he's done so many R&Bs. Aaliyah, like, come on, bro. So one of the songs is "Put You on the Game." The Game.
Yep.
That song is fire. That beat is fire. That's from the documentary, one of my favorite albums ever in life. Missy Elliott, which is a legend. She's a Bitch. Which that beat is.
I thought you were saying that Missy Elliott's
No,
a bitch.
that's the. No,
Missy Elliott, she's a bitch.
She is not. She's a queen. And no. But I know that beat's very distinctive.
Dude, he even had the Too Late to Apologize.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? With One Republic, like, dude, that song was a smash hit.
Especially
like,
with Lil Wayne on the remix. You know?
Like he's
Cry Me a River.
all his stuff.
So many.
I will say Timberland, all his stuff, he's been ahead of his time for a long
man.
time. Like, dude, way back in the 90s, he was making beats that still hold up today, or that sound like they would come out today.
Bro, he did
You
Big
know what I mean?
Pimpin'.
Yeah,
did
Big
Big
Pimpin'.
Pimpin'.
Like, come on.
Come on.
It's no question.
Get
with
your
Timberland,
freedom.
man.
He did Pony. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of. He
Yeah.
did Pony. That's like everybody. When that song comes on, like, it makes you just want.
That's the strip
Fuck
club
anything.
song
It's
of
like-
the whole generation right there.
Yeah. So shout out to Timberland. You always be a legend, bro. So the next one on the list is a legend in the game. It's been around for a while. Just Blaze. All right?
Yes.
Just Blaze.
Yes.
And he has that distinctive sound too. Like, you can't.
The real he has like an electronic-y sound sometimes mixed with like a heat rock sound, you know, because he did a lot of those the Philly heat rock sort of stuff with Memphis Bleak and with Beanie Siegel.
A lot of Rockefeller dudes early on. I'm trying to find
He's really known for his Rockefeller stuff, you know. And Jay-Z, of course, you know, huge. Girls with Jay-Z.
Exactly.
Like, he's really big on the samples. Hit after hit after hit. Touch the Sky, Kanye. I mean, dude, I thought Kanye made that.
He even did Live Your Life, Rihanna. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, he's versatile. Exhibit C, J Electronica, like, he's so, you know,
some of these
No Love, Eminem, and Lil Wayne. I didn't know he did that.
No, actually, I did know he did that because he told a story on DJ Vlad about how he put his input to Eminem and how Eminem didn't really like it about the song, about tweaking it, and then Eminem like apologized to him like after. He was like, you were actually right about that. Come on.
Greatest story never told. Like, you know, like I said, it might seem like we're going on with so many songs with these producers.
We just gotta tell you why we think they're.
We have so much love for these guys and like the songs that they've made. It's
because they don't get enough credit. People just look at the rappers, but it's like, bro, if they didn't have that unique style beat that was underneath those lyrics, like it would not sound like. You know, just imagine hearing these songs with a whack ass beat to it. You'd be like, what the hell?
They're not even just a whack beat, but just beats that they have that particular style. You know, you really know a producer is good when they bring their entire style and sound out through the music, and you can pinpoint that sound. And you can, all the producers we mentioned, you can do that.
Exactly. So the next producer we got on the list is another legend in the game, and he's actually doing this whole versus thing right now. I think Snoop Dogg and DMX did one last night, and then Fabulous Jadakiss is Swizz Beatz. He started this whole versus thing. Him and Timberland actually started.
And he's married to Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, yeah. Him and Timberland started that whole versus. So shout out to both of them because during this whole pandemic, that's been something pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, it's on Instagram Live. I think they're doing the verses.
I think they're trying to get like a platform for it. Like, you know how all battle rap has gone to this caffeine app? I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't seen that, but that's cool. They should do that, you know? It gives people
Speaking of that, shout out to all the battle rappers, bro. That Daylight, bro, he killed the freaking battle with Tay-Rock.
I'm gonna have to watch that because I do love battle rap.
You can't even find it on YouTube. I literally had to download that app to watch it. But yeah, that's just a little shout out to battle rappers because I don't feel like they get enough credit too, because it's really hard to do that. But anyway, back to Swizz Beatz. I mean, come on. A legend in the game, started back with Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying? He has done so, like the Rough Riders anthem. That right there.
A lot of DMX. A lot of DMX production.
A lot of DMX. But he has so like Banned from TV.
And he raps.
DMX.
And he raps too, you know.
He does.
He does a lot of that hype man sort of rap, but you know, it's entertaining.
That's dog. He did the Touch It beat. That beat is fire. I don't care what people say about the song. That Touch It beat is fire.
Yeah, especially Papoose' verse on the remix.
Best verse on that.
It's so good.
Him and Lloyd Banks killed that shit.
When you look at when you really look at the list of all the songs they've done, it's just like you realize the impact that these producers have had on the game.
And he's still going to this day. Shout out to Swizz. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep these verses coming, man. You gotta do. Because they was actually saying Eminem and DMX were gonna do a versus, but it ended up being him and Snoop Dogg. So I thought him and DMX actually would have been like I thought that'd be more fair than Snoop and DMX because Snoop has so much to pull from.
You know what would be good? Jay-Z and Nas.
Jay-Z and Nas would be a good one. But I honestly think J and M might be able to go.
Well, because I was thinking that at first, but then I was like, if they do J and M, it'd make kind of more sense to do Jay-Z and Nas just because they are the ones, you know, who have had the past, you know. With
I think maybe Wayne and M could do it.
Yeah, that would be good. It's hard to find someone who could go against M because it's like M is in his own lane, kind of.
And he has so much. You would have to find somebody that can pull from, you know, their catalogs the way they can. All right, the next on the list is Pharrell, and I added the Neptunes in there. Obviously, Pharrell, just by himself.
'Cause I'm happy.
Pharrell just by himself is a legend, but you know, he started out with the Neptunes, and I mean, come on, bro, like he's worked with so many artists, from Frank Ocean to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, not just hip hop for sure. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, like Pharrell, like it's not hip hop at all.
Gwen Stefani, like
he's done so many, like.
That's why he's so famous, because of the fact that he goes across all genres. He's done rock music, he's done pop, he's done hip hop, R&B,
with Robin Thicke, and like he's done so many like different.
Yeah, like hip hop is just one little part of his persona. You know what I mean?
Feds watching with 2 Chainz, like Happy.
Yeah, dude, Happy is like one of the biggest songs frickin' ever.
Alicia Keys and Kendrick.
Funny thing too is I never really liked that song Happy, but people love that song.
It's a happy song, man. Gotta sing the happy shit.
And then all the Neptunes albums, I like the Neptunes albums. Did he do
the grinding beat?
Yeah, the clips. Yeah, I forgot about that. He did a lot of the clips.
The videos,
that whole first album, and I think the second album was Pharrell.
I know he's done a lot.
And I remember, them coming in the game. I was in middle school, and everybody used to bang the grinding beat on the tables.
That's everybody can do that beat. That's like the one beat everybody can like do. Yeah, because Pusha said in that song with him and Bien Corday, he was like, me and the Neptunes, like back in high school, touring with the Neptunes. Yeah, Ballas, like, he went like a straighter route. Like, I think he like kind of put down the mic and, started doing like, I wouldn't say he pulled a mace and became like a preacher, but I feel like he kind of followed that kind of more just peaceful path. And Pusha T obviously stayed doing, and he's still doing what he's doing today. Probably the longest discography we've seen, like
so far, yeah.
So shout out to Pharrell,
Yeah.
I know he's still currently doing his thing as well.
Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot. Hey, give me my respect.